record. There we go. So if you want to ask me any questions, just obviously drop it in the chat. Like I said, host only, and obviously I will respond along the way. So we got a little bit to get through this morning just to keep you guys updated in regards to what has been happening. We did speak about, I don't know why last night it didn't record, so I couldn't post the recording. However, obviously, we have made sure we are recording today. So, yeah, right. We have had what you call safe haven flows, and dollar has been classed as a safe haven. So, one of the unusual situations about obviously, market open today is the dollar. All right. One thing that's driving it is yields driving higher means obviously there's more investment in the US dollar. That's very positive, and obviously that's going to help drive more. Number two is if we have an overall weaker yen, a weaker euro, and a weaker pound, this is also going to drive dollar up. As well as obviously what happened in Ukraine over the weekend. Um, so yeah, these are obviously all the things that we need to be aware of once we're building our picture. Now, there's one that I like straight off the bat. It is euro. Sorry, it is yen. I want to monitor this price here. Now, yen to me, yes, it's very weak. It's the weakest currency by far. It's down over 1% on all of them. Let's just grade these for everyone so everybody understands. So we obviously got yen at the bottom. We would have Aussie at the top, as you would, because obviously it's a commodity-based currency. We then have NZD, which pretty much runs it in line with Aussie. We've then got the US dollar. We've then got CAD. We've then got Swiss. Uh, we've actually got pound GBP. Swiss hasn't been overly strong at the moment. I don't really trade Swiss. I don't like it. Um, Swiss, and then we also got euro at the bottom, which isn't too bad with JPY. All right. So yen has been hit hard. There's a bit of instability there, at the moment. Obviously, Aussie outperforming everything, at the moment, because it's a commodity-based pair. Also, gold, like we, mentioned, just driving to the upside there. I do like GBP, JPY. It's just trying to judge where the best place to get rid of it is. It might be that we are just being a little bit more patient in regards to what we are doing here. But I do like a little bit of sell off here, especially down towards Asia. You can have a nice. It's got to be a little bit of a chunkier stop loss here. So let's just monitor this over potentially the 15-minute time frame. We'll just wait and see. Have a little look. We'll come back to this one in a minute at 8:15. So AUD pairs have gone. It's going to be a relatively kind of tricky session to trade here because we've obviously had such big movements coming in. So not a lot. These AUD pairs to me are a write-off. Dollar is quite interesting. We've obviously had this gap up here. Uh, CAD is obviously one that we spoke about, last night. I potentially would be interested in this. I just want to see what happens around this area here. So I would ideally like to see a nice break of the Asian low here before we enter. So that would be one, but I do like this hourly candle. I like it on the 30-minute too. We've come up retested. I just want to see a little bit more. We've got a nice head and shoulders here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Lots of confidence is to the downside here. So let's wait and see. Potentially, actually, the more I add it up, I do like this. And obviously, we spoke about this yesterday that we could have this continuation down into this area here. There's a lot better risk to reward here. We could have about a 25 pep stop loss, and that's going to give us the whole of this session here. So let's wait and see. Um, USD JPY, look at this. Crazy. But yeah, I do like GBP JPY. I do like it. Maybe potentially don't have to push it as far as that. He went for, there we go, 1 to 3. I actually like this. I do like it. We could get a slightly higher entry here. So I like this. I'm going to go for USD, sorry, GBP JPY. We're going for it, team. Early starter. I actually just got in, so that'll be perfect. Let's wait and see here. I think we're going to have a slightly higher stop on this one. So we're going to do a 1 to 2. So let me just put this into the inner circle. Okay, inner circle here, right. Let me just put this in. Once it's in, we will be okay, right? GBP. Oh my God, I can't even spell this morning. Let me just do it properly. Here we go, right. 2 seconds and I'll be back there as well. I like USD CAD. I know we're going against market open here, but I'll explain why. So, what you also have to look at is, and obviously we are intraday traders. So, what you also have to look at is, what are we expecting? Where's good, in regards to, what we are expecting here. Look at AUDs flying now. GBP. I actually do like USD CAD as well. Entry from about here. It's got a nice. The only reason I like it is we can have a nice healthy stop loss. I put my. There we go. We can have a nice healthy stop loss here, so I do like it. So USD CAD will be number 2, and that'll be about it. Us done for today, for this morning then. And then we can monitor this level of support here. So let me just do this one here. Just putting it in the inner circle. As you can see, guys, we obviously only trade live. I don't take anything that we don't speak about because obviously that would be cheating, wouldn't it? We don't cheat here. We don't cheat at all. So let's wait and see how these ones play out. We don't like to cheat here, right? Here we go. So 4 hour. Now, I'm going to explain one of the reasons why here. So we've got the dollar. All right. So we obviously know that obviously we were expecting price to obviously be trading in here. We've got two options, and I think whatever happens, we've got to come back down and test this 98. All right. Whatever happens, we got scenario number 1 where we can bounce off here and continue to the upside. We've got scenario number 2 where this is just a complete market manipulation and we come back into this area here. Yeah. Those are our two options here. But I think both options lead it coming back down here. Now, if this drives to the downside here, that's going to bring USD CAD down, and it's going to bring all the yen pairs down too. So let's wait and see, obviously, what happens here, and then obviously we can capitalize on whatever we are obviously entering. Gold here, I think this is going to continue higher. I can't see it not. So I think we're obviously looking for our different, our kind of areas would be, you could either do London opening range high, London opening range low, Asia volume, or if you're really patient, you could wait for here. So these are our four scenarios here. I'm only looking to buy, and obviously you should too. So just be aware of that. There is nothing good about selling gold at the moment. So yeah, so that is obviously what we are waiting on. Um, Bitcoin, let's just have a little look at this because obviously it's been absolutely flying. So obviously because dollar has pumped, that's brought Bitcoin down a tiny bit. 'Cause more dollar has been flooding in. What Bitcoin wants is they want the US to reduce interest rates, and then that's going to drag money out of the US dollar and into Bitcoin. So let's wait and see how that one pans out. Reasoning pound is down on pretty much everything. It's obviously up on euro and obviously up on yen, but it's down on everything else, So we obviously have to be aware. That's why our GBP JPY trade is the obviously odds on trade. If we're going to get this continuation, there's a strong chance we're going to fill this gap here. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. I always do that. Let's wait and see what happens here. Yeah, we've got a nice, healthy stop loss here. So I'm not too worried about that one. And USD CAD 2 starting to reject nicely. I think we got in a little bit higher. So let's wait and see how this one pans out. But we've only got like a 25 pip stop loss here. That was the whole, if you look at Asia, it didn't actually move much on USD CAD. Why? Because both of them are very, very strong. All right, they're like two balls just bashing up against each other. So if one of them weakens, expect the scales to tip, and yeah, this to obviously go in the other direction. So let's just have a look here at the economic calendar. I think from memory we didn't have a lot on, just Chinese holiday. We got a couple of ECB members speaking, and then we got Lagarde speaking, but that's about it. That's about all that's going to interest us at the moment. It'll be interesting to see if we do get a bit of yen strength. Let's just have a little glaze through some of these here. Pound's starting to recover ever so slightly, but obviously it's weakening against euro, so it's a bit all over the place here. But I do like the idea of these here. So we'll wait and see. I do like pound JPY. I don't think we're pushing it at all here. So let's wait and see. Um, Overall risk, obviously, we're into safe haven flows. We know that because obviously gold is 1.2% up and dollar is obviously 0.5% up. Yields almost 1% up. We're in kind of those safe haven flow territory, so we obviously need to see how when market opens how it kind of irons out. So yeah, should be good. Right, guys, I think that's pretty much it from this morning. We're going to monitor these. I just recommend, monitor the dollar. Make sure that you obviously keep an eye on it. I do think that this is going to get dragged down into this area here. And obviously, once we've kept an eye on it, once it hits this level here, that's when we're really gonna monitor. Are we going to see this break and continuation to the downside, or are we going to see a nice rejection? That is, something that we're going to have to stay on top of. I can't really see dollar pumping too much more. Yields, starting to slow. It's kind of been slow since 5 a.m. So the whole of London Open, we haven't managed to break this. So are we going to see this, void be filled here? Let's wait and see. But yeah, we're on four at the moment. We on for overall we got a 73% win rate, so pretty good with that. This is TradeZella, so we obviously journal all of our trades, so everyone can see how we're getting on. Started this account on the 9th of June, so very, very happy. Can't grumble at that. We're going to be on for a good October too. So let's wait and see. If you're not in the inner circle, you got to ask yourselves why. You need to get in there because, yeah, we obviously know what we're doing, and obviously we're here to help you. So we do Education Wednesdays. So we're going to be back, obviously. Wednesday, we'll pick a topic, and then obviously, you guys will go through it in detail to make sure that obviously you understand what is happening. So yeah, that's us. So have a good one, team, and we'll be obviously keep you guys updated on what we're doing. And yeah, we'll be back a bit later on at 2 p.m. to trade US. Have a good one, guys.